Hey, you guys. Hey, everyone. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you're new here. So, I was just on a live stream a minute ago where we talked about Mackenzie Mckee from Teen Mom. She announced today on the Drew Barrymore show that she is pregnant with twins. And she was able to get pregnant through IVF. If you're following Teen Mom The Next Chapter, it's all been documented on Teen Mom The Next Chapter. We saw Mackenzie return to the show. Her and her now ex-husband Josh were estranged, or they actually tried to get back together. They moved to Florida. He came. They tried to get back together. It did not work out. He went back to, I don't remember where they're from. I should have looked this up because I cannot remember for the life of me. He returned back to the state that they originally lived in. And Mackenzie stayed in Florida with the kids. I saw a comment where somebody said that Mackenzie only got with Cass. Somebody said to prove she's not a racist, and then somebody else said for the money. And I'm like, do people not understand that Mackenzie is doing well on her own? Like, she owns a gym. So I think she's okay. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So Oklahoma, thank you. They're from Oklahoma. Thank you. So he returned to Oklahoma. She stayed in Florida, and she was running her gym. She is tending to her kids without the help of Josh. She ended up meeting Casano, who is a soccer player from Jamaica, I think. I think he's like a well-known soccer player in Jamaica. He lives here now. They are now engaged. And if you, like I said, if you keep up with Teen Mom The Next Chapter, you guys know that Casano doesn't have any biological children. So this was a conversation that they had. Mackenzie agreed that, she would be open to having at least one more child so Casano could have his own biological child. Unfortunately, Mackenzie had her tubes tied, so the chances of her getting pregnant, like getting the tubes untied, however that works, was 20%. So she decided to take the route of IVF. They implanted 2 embryos because if you implant 2, there's an 80% chance that one of them will stick, less chance that both of them will stick, and a 20% chance that you could end up with quadruplets. Is that what it's called? Yeah, it's quadruplets. Because the 2 embryos will split, and then you will have 4. Well, today she announced that she is pregnant, and y'all, this is so wild. I would not crap you at all. Before Farrah made this comment, I posted on my Facebook page. So I found out that Mackenzie was pregnant. I had people message me, did you see Mackenzie was pregnant? I was completely out of pocket this morning. I had to go somewhere where I could not have my phone. I was there with another person, and we were there until like 1 o'clock today, okay? And I thought that it would be over by like 10, but it took way too long. And as soon as I got back to my car and got my phone, I had these messages about Mackenzie being pregnant. And I'm like, oh my goodness. Well, I actually took a break at like 11. Yeah, I went out to my car at like 11 and checked my phone and saw the messages. But I had to go back in and couldn't come back out until like 1. And I was like, I got to cover this when I get home, So I get home and I'm like, I want to cover this. And it hits me. I'm like, I guarantee you Farrah Abraham is going to make a comment. She's going to make a comment about, did Mackenzie not learn anything from my story on the show? She needs to participate in the 12-step program. She needs to participate in the 12-step principles to help her heal. And I posted that on my Facebook. I promise you guys, I posted it on my Facebook. And then like an hour later, Farrah opened her big mouth and popped off. I knew it because for some reason, Farrah feels like if you're on the show Teen Mom and you had a child at 16, 17, 18 years old and you were on that show, then you're not allowed to ever have children again. That's literally like, there's been so many times like where Caitlyn came up pregnant again, Kale came up pregnant again, Chelsea came up pregnant again. And she was like, did they not learn from my story on the show? And I'm like, girl, they're married now. They're 20. Like, what do you mean? They're 20. They're married. They can have kids now. What, like, and 2, I also knew she would say something because she is trying her best to stay relevant right now. She's doing this comedy tour, so she really wants to be out there. She wants to say as much as she can. That's why she's been really big on Caitlyn and Tyler lately. She did the first stop on her comedy tour like a few nights ago, right? Before that, she was trying really hard to to bring publicity to herself. You know, she's doing podcasts. She's saying crazy and outrageous things to bring attention. She's talking about Caitlyn and Tyler, literally telling people they should call CPS on Caitlyn and Tyler. So when Mackenzie, it was announced she was pregnant, I was like, yep, Farrah's going to open her big mouth. And she did. And let's look at what she had to say. So this was her Instagram post earlier today. It says, and you guys know Farrah don't make a lick of sense, and apparently Farrah doesn't know what IVF means. Farrah said, if they thought I glamorized Teen Mom, what does 30 and IVF say on Teen Mom today? Well, 30 is not a teen mom, you nimwit. Glamorizing being a teen mom would mean continuing to be a teen mom. Glamorizing teen mom would be to be on a show called Teen Mom, maybe at 16 and pregnant, and then maybe like at 17 and a half getting pregnant again. And the show saying, yeah, we want to cover your second pregnancy and put it on Teen Mom again. What? Being on a show called Teen Mom, just because you were a teen mom, but getting pregnant at 30 years old, you're no longer glamorizing. You're not glamorizing Teen Mom. You're just showing your story. Like it's insane that she literally was like, I thought, if they thought I glamorized Teen Mom, what does 30 and IVF say on Teen Mom today? It means that, you know, when you grow up and you meet someone that you think you want to spend the rest of your life with, you can make that decision, that adult decision, as two people that love each other. I mean, that's what you're supposed to do, honestly. You're supposed to, you know, find your person, have the discussion. Do we want to have kids? No, Mackenzie did not do porn accidentally. I will go into that. Annie, don't let me forget. Her manager tried to set her up, is what happened. She wrote about it in her book. So, and somebody commented on my Instagram and was like, well, Farrah's not wrong, though, because she's on a show called Teen Mom. And I'm like, she is on Teen Mom. But the point of Teen Mom today, yes, you've been a member for 29 months. Isn't that crazy? Thank you so much. I appreciate you so much. Thank you. Thank you. But the point of Teen Mom and the reason it still exists today is to continue showing how it affects them even 16 years down the road. Look at how Gary, being a teen dad, now affects him. He has a 16-year-old daughter that doesn't have a present mom, that he has to deal with wiping away her tears because her mom is in Report Wood. Mackenzie, okay, she was a teen mom. And because she was a teen mom, she got pregnant by, it's called The Next Chapter, exactly. So she got pregnant by her boyfriend, Josh, her little high school sweetheart. And they ended up getting married really young because of the pregnancy. They ended up getting married. They had more children. And where is she at today because she was a teen mom and got pregnant so young? Divorced with 3 kids and a baby daddy that's not present. So that's what Teen Mom, The Next Chapter, is focusing on now. Yes, it still shows her life. It still shows that she's moved on and she has Cassano and they're working through IVF. But it's also showing the fallout and the lifelong, the 16-year, what do you call it? The 16-year consequences to getting pregnant at 16 years old. Now, even 16 years later, you're having the fallout still. You know what I'm saying? But it doesn't mean because they're on 16 and pregnant or because they're on Teen Mom. It doesn't mean just because they're on a show called Teen Mom that they can't grow up and do adult stuff, like get married, like have more kids. But that has literally been Farrah. Like so many times when a cast member on the show get pregnant, oh, I guess they didn't learn their lesson. What do you mean? They're 30. Like, wait, what? It's insanity. She said, if they thought I glamorized Teen Mom, what does 30 and IVF say on Teen Mom today? We still can't get ratings high since Farrah left. She's calling herself Farrah. She's talking in third person. Maybe Drew Barrymore can help and make this look insane. What? The show is not 30 in IVF. Back casting job again. I think there should have been like a period after that, because if I read it the way you wrote it, Miss Harvard, whatever, the show is not 30 in IVF back casting job again. That's how you wrote it. The show is not 30 in IVF back casting job again. At first, I was like, what does she mean, IVF back casting job? I was like, oh, there should have been a period there. That changes things. There's a period there. What people do to be on TV is crazy. Farrah, first off, if you think Mackenzie had a baby just to be on TV, I doubt it. But you did corn to be on TV. I mean, I guess you could be like, what will people do for money? What will people do for money? Oh, if you'll have a baby to be on TV and to make money, like, well, girl, you sold your booty hole for that. You sold videos of you dropping a deuce, and sold it to people for like $100. So at least, like, she's not doing all of that. You know what I'm saying? And she's going to have a baby that's going to be loved and it's going to be taken care of. Whereas, like, who takes care of Sophia? We don't even know. You know what I'm saying? Like, girl, whatever. Like, the only person that's trying to stay relevant here is Farrah. I don't think it's Mackenzie. Like, Mackenzie's on a show. She's living her life. She met the love of her life, who is great to her, and he doesn't have any biological children. Of course, this would be a discussion. Of course, you meet a man when you're 30 and you have 3 kids. I met Sean. I was 21. I had 2 kids, and we had that discussion. And I actually said, I'm not having any more kids. I got 2. I got a boy and a girl. Not having any more. And he said, okay. And then we got married. He deployed. And I thought, that's not really fair to deprive him of the ability to have his own biological child. So then he came home and I said, actually, let's have another baby. I want to give you that. And he said, okay. And we had 4 more after that. So Stephanie says, referring to last live, I don't get the hate from back over her racist comment. I was born in Mexico and had to be educated on saying, I know. Yeah, I know. I mean, sometimes I understand. I completely understand. Thank you so much, Stephanie. And she was very like, oh my goodness. As soon as she realized, she was like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. Mackenzie abused her Great Dane. I didn't see that. Yes. Her other kids were not planned, whereas this was. So, yeah, she says, God bless IVF kids. Fair Abraham. What? Like, God bless IVF kids? Why not God bless every kid? Why are we only blessing IVF kids? Just the IVF ones. And
vitro fertilization.
And then this was on her story, too. She's, like, making fun of them.
Vitro fertilization is a fancy way of saying when a daddy test tube loves a mommy test tube very much. An embryo is made in a lab, then put into a uterus. Some call it a miracle, others call it science.
So, yeah, she posted that little thing when mommy test tube.
Very much. Daddy test tube loves a mommy test tube very much. An embryo is made in a lab, then put into a uterus. Some call it a miracle, others call it science.
Like, what's the point in posting about this? Like, what's the point of posting? Like, did she literally go look for this? Like, go look for a clip of someone talking about IVF just to post it on her page, just to, like, throw shade at Mackenzie? Like, how low and, like, ridiculous and hateful do you have to be? Farrah talks about bullying and stuff, Farrah likes to talk about bullying and mental health. But, girl, what do you think you do to people's mental health? Like, Mackenzie just announced her pregnancy. She's high risk, I am sure, because she has twins and she's diabetic. So, she's high risk. And for you to be like, And Mackenzie even said in her thing that where did she say that, like, that people were being mean about it when you would think that they would be nice? Right. I have to say I'm thrilled for her and wish her exactly the best. I don't like Farrah. Somebody said that. Somebody said, I guess Farrah needs money for filler or something. But she definitely keeps up with Teen Mom. But yeah, I saw comments and people was like, dude, Mackenzie was almost 16 and pregnant. It wasn't like she did this to get on the show. Like she was already, she was on 16 and pregnant, and then she was on Teen Mom, and then she was on Teen Mom OG, and now Teen Mom the next chapter. I definitely think that's a part of it. I think Mackenzie is really mad. I mean, Farrah is really mad because she tried to get back on Teen Mom and they would not take her. That came out like a couple weeks ago, that she was trying to get back on and they refused to take her, and she got mad about that. She's trying to promote her little comedy crap. So she's literally trying to put herself out there. So she's doing all this crazy stuff and being mean to people. Yeah, Farrah trying her best to stay relevant. When did she do that shenanigans? I don't know. I don't know anything about that. I'm gonna have to look into that. Just because I don't know anything about it. But thank you for telling me. Here is another part of Farrah's IG story. It doesn't have anything to do with Mackenzie, but it talks about Farrah is now undergoing ketamine treatment. She also does an interview with a woman, says she is a sex symbol. So let's look at this really quickly because I thought it was funny.
No, I'm not some kind of sexist.
Oh, hold on.
I'm not some.
So I cut this off, but Farrah shared Sophia's story. We will watch Sophia's story in a minute, but this is Farrah shared Sophia's story, but I only put a small clip of it on here.
No, I'm not some kind of sexist. I'm not some kind of sexist. I just don't think her parents would be proud. Well,
what would be the one piece of advice that you would give to other single moms that are out here attempting to date or like nervous to get back out on the market? How is homeschooling going? Okay, have you had to have the sex talk with her? Like, what is that like? You had said that if you found the right man, you would have more kids. So I think we have to start by just like acknowledging the fact that you're a major sex symbol. I am so ecstatic. You have no idea. So today we have
why would anybody be like, we have to acknowledge the fact that you're a major sex symbol or whatever? So grateful, so excited, so grateful to be a part of the Netflix family. 100% new shows coming soon. She did put goat, yes. Okay, I have to take this out because it's got music, but it says gangbangs and fast food are never gonna be an episode. All right, birthday cake. We're never going to fix birthday cake. Oh my God, that's such a misnomer. People don't make it up words. Don't make up words. Dang it, Mason. Mason's from Arkansas. He's from Arkansas. I'm from Iowa. Oh, ketamine MILF Monday. Ketamine MILF Monday. Why is she pointing at her face? It looks like she got like, her face looks kind of weird. And I don't say that to be rude, but it looks like her face is like, is this picture Photoshopped? Because look at her cheek, how it's like indented right here. And right where her finger is, it looks like it's like Photoshop. I think it's Photoshopped. I'm just noticing that. Because where the indention is and right above her finger, it's like blurry, like it was Photoshopped. Yes, something looks off. Ketamine MILF Monday. Keep calm and embrace the grind. She's telling everybody, embrace this. Work on your mental health. Do this. Don't bully. It is like, you are the biggest bully, Farrah. If you are someone you know is struggling at eating health, do ketamine in a way you're successful. Widowers, moms, trauma recovery, it's all in how you do it. Covered by insurance. Is ketamine really covered by insurance? I wouldn't think so. I would not think that it would be covered by insurance, honestly, but it may be. Make your own money, marry someone funny.
How big is this tour? How long is it?
I don't even know yet. I have no idea. Ketamine will tell me.
Ketamine will tell you?
Yeah.
You'll probably like sell out of helium after an.
Oh, this got a cuss word in it. So they asked her how long is her comedy tour. She said she didn't know yet. Ketamine would tell her.
90K.
If this is how I find out fucking ketamine's the name of your manager, I'm gonna be pissed. He's over here talking about doing gag.
So yeah, she's doing ketamine. Okay, do whatever floats your boat. I don't care. You do you, boo-boo. This is, let's see. This is Sophia's, and this got cussing in it too, but this was Sophia's story, and I just wanted to share it just because I do feel like Farrah, I do feel like Sophia's 16, but I feel like she's treated like an adult and she behaves like an adult.
I'm not some kind of sexist. I just don't think
Hold on, guys.
her parents would be proud. Well, number one, it's fucking irrelevant what her
Hold up.
parents think. Because again, adult woman, kind of sexist. Let's stop infantilizing adult women, please. I'm not some kind of sexist. I just don't think her parents would be proud. Well, number one, it's fucking irrelevant what her parents think. Because again, adult woman, not a child. So let's stop infantilizing adult women, please. Number one, let's do that. All right. And number two, you don't know what her parents would be proud of, right? Because I see a lot of these comments. There's a video of a girl twerking. She's just twerking and she's just shaking ass, right? Great. And people in the comments are like, wow, bet her parents are proud. You don't fucking know them. And also,
Sorry for the language, guys.
so you are then assuming that there is shame in being vaguely sexually suggestive.
Why is Sophia at 16 years old making a post about being vaguely sexually suggestive and how if you are, you should not be shamed for it. People should not say, oh, I bet her mama's proud. Like, you're not an adult. Yeah, people are going to judge your mom if that's what you're talking about. Like, maybe she's talking about people judging her mom. I don't know.
Which I would argue there's not.
So yeah, that was a really weird post. Does that fall under slut shaming? I don't know. What do you guys think? If you guys see somebody like Farrah on Instagram shaking her butt, wearing skin tight shorts, booty hole to camera, not booty hole, but booty to camera, shaking it, twerking, right? Are you going to be like, oh, I bet her mama's proud? Oh, I bet her mama's proud. I mean, we might all say that. You know what I'm saying? We're not giving it much of a second thought, though. I mean, I'm not going to post that. I'm not going to type on there. I would never type on there and say, oh, I bet your mama's proud of you, girl. What an embarrassment. Like, I might think something, but I'm not going to post it, you know, to be rude or whatever. But who cares? What is that, Jay? My friend is medicated and was able to get Spravato. When I go to my boys' school, I see way too much skin. Like, I want to buy hoodies and sweats for them on. I'm like, cover up, cover up. So, yeah, I'm like, I don't know why Sophia's sharing whatever. She can do what she wants. I'm just curious, like, why she's, I don't know. Older women being vaguely suggestive, twerking on social media. Like, you don't know their epping mama. Don't, you know. Oh, thank you, Megamind. Thank you, thank you. Okay. Oh, okay. It's ketamine and nasal spray. Okay. I think it was aimed to defend her mother. Poor Sophia. She's blind to what her mom is actually doing. And, you know, I've kind of wondered, like, where does Sophia stand with her mom? Because I've watched TikToks before where Sophia, like, you could tell she gets irritated with Farrah. Like, I've watched TikToks where Farrah will be saying something and she'll be like, stop, no, like quit. Like she'll kind of like, so I kind of wonder like where she's still with her mom. But I do think she was posting that to kind of take up for her mom. I really do. Like to tell people like, don't be shaming her. All she's doing is shaking. You know, if that's all she's doing, like whatever, leave her alone. But anyways, I just think this is so like, I posted what Farrah said, a picture of it on Instagram. And I said, you know what? I'm just going to say it. Shut up, Farrah. Like, shut up. Like, leave the, like, Mackenzie's like one of the nicest ones on the show. Mackenzie is literally like one of the nicest ones on this show. Thank you so much, Jason, for the super sticker. I appreciate you so much. Thank you. Deb's OG, I think, is embarrassed of what Farrah does, but Deb's OG is not embarrassed of what Deb's OG does. The rap is crazy. Can't wait till these kids are 18 and can say, nah, do what they want. These words, I know. You know it's going to be wild. I mean, we already got Marissa wanting to speak out, you know, and she will eventually. Marissa's going to speak out. But yeah, I just think it's insane that Mackenzie is one of the nicest ones on the show. And here she is announcing this beautiful moment, you know, that he's pregnant and his twins. And she has the love of her life finally. And she's in a good relationship, a healthy relationship. And bam, you got Farrah over there like dogging her for it. Like, Farrah, be quiet. Dad works at the airport now. Yeah, she does, or she did. She did. Farrah shares too much and embarrasses Sophia. Poor girl doesn't know who she is. Probably just wants to be polar opposite. I've heard a lot of people say that they believe that's why Sophia like wears all black and you know gets the piercings. A lot of people believe that it's because she just wants to separate herself so much from how her mom is. Yeah, but I'm very curious. 2 boys, 2 girls, boy and a girl and a boy. Same thing as boy and a girl and a boy. But I'm very curious what the genders are, how far along she is, and if they have any names picked out. Yeah. Farrah tries to steal the spotlight from all of them. She does. She really tries to steal the spotlight from all of them. Oh, it's there. All you got to look up on YouTube is Deb's OG. What is it? Do the bobo, abada bobo, something like that. I don't know. White girl rap. It's called White Girl Rap. One of Deb OG's songs is called White Girl Rap. And I would play some of it, but I can't because last time I did that, like last week, it got me for copyright and I had to go in and edit it out. So, oh, that would be great. Oh my goodness. Yes, if Mackenzie had a little girl and can name the little girl like, you know, something, yeah, after her mom. I don't know what her mom's middle name is. Her mom's first name was Angie, maybe Angela. I don't know. I would be open to naming my daughter Angela, probably not Angie. Oh, thank you, Sweet Jones. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate you. Oh, I like your hair. You're going to look like my sister. You're going to look like my sister. Yeah, she's pretty. Yeah, Marissa does want to speak out. Marissa had actually talked to me and she had actually asked to be on my channel. But apparently she had actually asked to be on somebody else's channel too around the same time. She was talking to me and another creator and asked to be on both of our channels. And we both said, yeah, obviously. But she's going to have to wait until David and Janelle get their divorce because she don't want to say something that could jeopardize or, you know, be brought up throughout the divorce. Will you be covering Amber Portwood's live from the other night after the last episode? I'm having a hard time finding any videos of it. The only thing I saw was her saying she never chose a man over Leah. I have seen some clips, but I was not able to hear them. So if I'm in the house, you guys, like my kids are talking to me, my husband's talking to me. So like if I do happen to have my phone and I come across something or something gets sent to me, like I'll bring it up. But if the kids are around, the chances of listening to it are slim to nothing. So I have to wait till I can get out here to do it. But I have seen them. I just haven't heard them. I've seen it like 4 different times. but I haven't actually got to listen to it yet. So when I get off here, actually, I will look for that. And if I can find it, yes. If I can find the clip from the other night, I will absolutely will do that tomorrow. Because I doubt I'll do any more tonight. I got to record some TikToks. So, yes. I love that they get this experience together. It's definitely going to be way different than, yeah, when she was pregnant with Josh and stuff. Yes. Thank you, Piper. Thank you. Thank you. Marissa is such a, she's just a really sweet girl. Very mature for her age. And that's my thing is like, I think a lot of people may, because I've seen people say this, like, oh, are you going to call your dad out? At the end of the day, that's her dad. You know what I'm saying? Like, she may get on here and talk about her experiences. Is she going to call David out? I doubt it. That's her dad. They have a better relationship now. You know, they see each other. She may say, yes, my dad did this and I disagree with it, but that's my dad and I love him. So I hope if she does get to tell her story, people remember that she is still young and that is her dad, who has treated her a little differently than maybe how he's treated the other kids. You know what I'm saying? She does not have the yogurt shop no more. Absolutely, Alexa. I think Farrah's getting exactly what she wants, in my opinion. Farrah only commented because she knew it would be inflammatory and she would get lots of attention. Yeah. Right, Misty? Yeah. Anyways, you guys going to go ahead and close this one out. But I'm like, can we cancel Farrah? Like, I'm like, I want to cancel Farrah because I am so sick of her, like, raining on other people's parade, attacking them for no reason. Like, it don't even make sense. You know what I'm saying? Like, it don't even make sense. Like, what you say, why you claim to be bothered by what they're doing. Deb's OG is still married to that creepy guy. Yes, she is. Anyways, you guys, leave me your thoughts in the comment section below. We are so close to 100,000 subscribers. We're literally like 900 away. So make sure you are still subscribed. Double check. YouTube is bad about unsubscribing. If you're not subscribed and you like what we do here, please consider hitting that subscribe button. Also, follow me on my other social media platforms. I have TikTok, Instagram, X, Facebook. Also, there's somebody super close to me that has a page. It's called 10 Piece, and it does short videos that cover historical figures as well as people from the Bible, tell stories from the Bible, and post like uplifting little like 2, 3 minute, 4 minute videos. It also has a Facebook page, TikTok, and YouTube channel. So if you guys would like to go follow that as well. Thank you, Charlotte. I sure hope so. Sure hope so. We're so close. Anyways, you guys, leave me your thoughts. Like, share, subscribe. And I will see you guys tomorrow. We'll probably talk about Amber Portwood. Bye, guys.